Hi, you're watching the Man United Corner, and I'm sorry I haven't made a video for a long time. I've been really unwell. It's winter here down in Melbourne, Victoria. But I wanted to talk a little bit about our pre-season, just get this out there. A little bit about our, summer transfer signings, the summer in England, I guess. Got Harry Maguire. It looks like he's coming to United. Probably start with that. What do I think about this signing? £80 million for a good, probably even, I would say England's best centre back or best defender. Isn't terrible business. Do we care about the money? I mean, that's another argument. Will he improve the Man United squad? Yes, definitely. I think Lindelof and Bay are both good centre backs, but I don't know if they both can stay fit. Especially Bay, he's had a lot of problems with injuries, and then you've got B-Tech replacements in Jones, Rojo, and Smalling. Not saying that they haven't put in some good shifts. You got to respect them as United players, but they're just not at that level that Man United fans want them to be at, or what they want the club to be at. I was at the game in Perth for the pre-season. I went down to WA and watched the match. It was a bit flat. I'll probably say that we the Perth Glory, they're A-League team. They're not the level that Man United really should be worrying about. But I personally think they just parked the bus. They shut up shop. We got the job done. We scored 2 good goals. I think Greenwood's looking promising for us so far as well. I'm not minding James. I think Daniel James is working really hard. He looks like he's really fit. I don't know if technically he's there. And I probably am a little bit worried that he's got the fitness, he's got the engine, but I don't know if he's got much else. But time will tell. It's going to take a while for him to get used to the system we're playing on that wing. So I'm hoping he'll be a good player. People criticize him a little bit, saying he doesn't look good enough for United. But you got to remember he's a £15 million signing. He's not a starting player at this stage. He can probably grow into the team. So look, I think he looks all right. At the same time, Wan-Bissaka looks absolutely brilliant. He impressed me against Leeds. He's impressed me against Perth. He can tackle. He can run. He gets forward. He's young. I actually think he actually might turn out to be an incredibly bargain signing, Wan-Bissaka, because he looks like the real deal. And look, a lot of people booing Ashley Young as well. I want to talk about that. Look, whatever you think of Ashley Young, whether you think he's good enough for the club, whether you think he should get a game for United, should be the captain, that shouldn't you shouldn't be booing your captain, regardless. Like, it's not his fault that he's at the club. If you had the chance to play at Man United and someone gave you a contract, most people I think would. Although I agree that, and I understand why people are booing him. I agree with the points people make, in the sense that he's probably not a Manchester United level player. He has given a large portion of his career to the club, and we got to respect him as fans. And I think it's disgusting that fans are booing him. And I honestly would say the people that are booing Ashley Young aren't real Man United fans. They're your typical EPL fans that just want to see big signings, want to see flashy stuff, want to win trophies, but don't actually care about the club. And look, although I agree, Man United shouldn't have made Ashley Young captain. He definitely shouldn't have. We probably shouldn't have signed him for another year. I can see why. He's got a lot of experience. He's been at the club a long time. Do I think he's going to get much of a game now that we've got Wan-Bissaka? No. And we've also got Diego Dalot, who can play there, who can play there, who I think also should be getting a run, you know what I mean? Even though that we have Aaron Wan-Bissaka, I would like to see him and Dalot play most of the games, you know what I mean? Potential other signings. Bruno Fernandes keeps being linked to us, and it sounds like he might be coming. Apparently, the deal is around, they want about £55 million, which, for a guy who scored as many goals as he has, and he's had 2 good seasons over there in Portugal, so I would probably say £55 million in this market, even though £55 million to us regular people, a pound sounds like a lot of money. Probably that's around about 105 million Australian dollars, which is the equivalent of winning Powerball a couple times in a row. Is a lot of money. I actually think £55 million for this player is good business. There is a clause in his contract that basically says if we offer over 35 million and the club reject it, they have to pay him 5 million. So we've got to be really careful with the actual offer we put on the table, because if we put an offer, they knock it back, we're going to be looking at paying at least the £5 million more plus whatever additional they want to cover that transfer, because they're not going to lose money over there. I'm also a bit worried that someone might come in and swoop for him. Apparently, there's some rumours that Liverpool and City are also potentially hanging on the wings, and that wouldn't surprise me. But I do think Bruno Fernandes would definitely slot in, and he would provide goals and assists, which is good from a midfielder. He's scored quite a few, and I understand that the Portuguese league is a level below the Premier League, or the real top leagues in Europe, but it's not that much lower. Like, it's still a good standard. He's played in Champions League, Europa League. He scored goals there. I don't know if he's going to come in and absolutely light his first season on fire. I think most players take at least a season to adjust, but I do think he will be a good signing for United. And I hope to be honest, I think the Glazers and the board should just pay the money, because if somebody steals him for, let's say, 55 million right now, and it works out to be, he turns out to be a superstar, we'll be kicking ourselves in a couple of months. So, yeah, so far preseason's been good. We've won all our games. We've scored lots of goals, especially against Leeds. We beat Inter the other night, which was good. I don't think you can take too much out of it, because they just started their preseason. I don't think they quite had the fitness. I'd like to say, shout out to Greenwood. He's looking pretty good. As for the people saying, and this is what I fucking hate about Twitter. There's people on Twitter saying, Greenwood should play, and I heard someone write this, not Trashford. Now, these fans that have a go at players like Rashford, Rashford's 21 years old, and he's actually a really good player, okay? Like, they're the same people that when Rashford scored against PSG, they were saying, Rashford's going to be the next Mbappe. It's just the worst sort of like sports fans or Premier League fans, They're just, someone's in a little bit of bad form. And Rashford's actually been all right in preseason. Probably didn't finish the year as good as he could have. But, they just have a go at him. Rashford's still a good player. Stop having a go at Man United players that don't deserve it. Everyone has good and bad games. That's from Messi to Ronaldo. So I'm Dave G, and I'm signing out.